Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're fine. I'm fine, thank you. Today I'm going to discuss the next topic is properties of matrices. Let's start today's lecture. The first property is transpose of matrix. So I'm going to define this a matrix of order matrix A of order n cross n is interchanging interchanging into n cross n is known as transpose of matrix. In generally in mathematical we can define it as A transpose. A transpose mean we are gonna to change the column into rows into columns. I'm going to give you a very simple example like in this way. For example, in simple case let's suppose I have a matrix like this 1 and 2. Then if you want to take the transpose of this matrix, it means A transpose this column change into row, which means that 1A is 1 2. And we can choose another example. For example, I have matrix like in this way: A, B, C and D. Take the transpose of this matrix, which means that B matrix. Now we can check how we can change the transpose. Here A will replace there and this will replace there. It means that A C and B D. So this is the requirement of transpose. But remember one thing, here you can't say that A is equal to A transpose. This is wrong, right? So this is the not true. You can't say that this is equal to this, right? So this is the first, you can say that transpose of any matrices. Now I move forward. The next definition is singular matrix. Singular matrix. A matrix, you can say that a square matrix, A of order n cross n is said to be singular if determinant of A is equal to 0. Singular means, remember one thing, in matrices case determinant must be is equal to 0, right? I'm gonna to give you a very simple example. For example, I have an example like this way. For example, 1 2 4 8. Check the transpose of this matrix. For example, A determinant here 1 2 4 8. Then you can notice that A is equal to 8 minus 8, which means that here A transpose is equal to 0. So it means that A is equal to 0 is a singular matrix, right? So we can notice that. Now we move forward the next definition. What is the next definition of what is non-singular matrix? So I'm going to define here. You can notice that A is singular matrix. Singular matrix. For non-singular case, opposite of matrix. For example, if I'm going to define a matrix like this, non-singular matrix. non-singular matrix. A square matrix is a square matrix. A is a square matrix. A is said to be non-singular when determinant of A is not equal to 0. You can notice that for singular matrix must be determinant is equal to 0, while non-singular matrix, remember one thing is the important essential condition. Determinant of A is not is equal to 0. For example, if I'm gonna to choose any suitable example, for example, I have a matrix like this. You can choose any arbitrary example according to your desire. For example, I wanted to choose the 1, 3, 7, 2. Check the determinant of this. A determinant here. I'm gonna to this 1, 3. Here is 7, 2. Check the determinant is that here will be multiplied by this term. Here will be multiplied by this term. We can notice that 2 minus 21. Then what will be the answer? Is 19. So it means that here is minus 19. A determinant is not equal to 0. So we can say that in this case we can notice that A is not equal to 0. So A is non-singular matrix. Non-singular matrix. Right. Now I move forward. The next step. What is the next definition? The next definition is basically related to adjoint of matrices. Right? What is adjoint of matrices? Basically, the meaning of adjoint is very simple. If you wanted to take first transpose, then you change the rows. Is known as adjoint. For example, I have a matrix like this way. For example, if I am to generalize a matrix like this way, write A, B, C and D. But remember one thing, you change the direction, you can replace the place of elements of principal diagonal. Here you will change the sign, right? If I'm going to change here, first is A transpose me, A here, adjoint of A is, you can interchange the direction. B, A, here will be the sign change, minus B and minus C. So it is the adjoint of any matrices. So I'll move forward the next definition. What is the next definition? So then try to elaborate what is the next definition and try to check what is the explanation about that. And move forward, the next is symmetric matrix. Symmetric matrix. Check the symmetric matrix. What is the basic meaning of symmetric? What is the basic meaning of symmetric? First, I want to define the symmetric. Symmetric means beauty. For example, I have a marker. If you want to check in every place, you can notice that there is no change in his shape. It is always as a looking like a same shape. So it means it has symmetry shape. Similar case with symmetric matrix. If you want to change the want to take transpose of any matrix, it will become to original form. It means that that matrix is known as symmetric matrix. For example, if I wanted to check a very simple example, let's suppose I have an example like this. Let's suppose I have example 1, 0, 0, 2. You can take the transpose of this matrix. A transpose. Here is, for example, take transpose 1. It will change 0. Here is 0. Here is 2. So we can notice that A transpose is equal to A. So A is symmetric matrix. Symmetric matrix. Now I move forward. What is skew symmetric? There is minor change. Remember one thing. For symmetric matrix, I'm going to repeat A transpose equal to A. Now I want to define what is symmetric matrix. Second definition is what is skew symmetric matrix. Is skew symmetric matrix. Third definition, the condition of the skew symmetric matrix is, for example, you have A transpose is equal to minus A. Let's suppose to understand this, we choose an example, suitable example. For example, I have a matrix like here, but remember one thing, I'm choose here example according to my choice. You can choose any example according to your choice, but remember one thing, it must satisfy your conditions, right? It is an important way. For example, 0, -4, 0, 4. And remember one thing, you should also decide that if you want to choose any thing in your not understanding, check in your corner side, because the reason is that when you check it in your right hand side, then if you want to solve in your proper walk, it will be very easy for you, right? So I'm gonna to choose an example like this, right? Now I want to check. First I will take the transpose A transpose. What will be the A transpose? First I will change rows into column, column into rows. 4 is 0, here is -4, here is 0, here is 4, here is 0, here is -3, here is -1, here is 3, here is 0. So if I want to take, here is negative sign, with common the negative sign. Here if I want to take the negative sign, if this matrix will take the negative signs of this matrix, then we'll get the we'll notice that here this matrix and this matrix will be remain same. I want to take the negative sign from this matrix. Here we want to check -1, here is 0, 4, here is 0, 4, 3, 0, 3, 1, 3, 0. If you notice that this matrix and this matrix both are equal with negative sign, so we can notice that A transpose is equal to -A. It means so A is skew symmetry. A is skew symmetry. So it is the second example of skew symmetry. Now I move forward. The next definition is upper triangular matrix and lower triangular matrix. First I want to define upper triangular matrix. Okay. Upper triangular matrix. To define the upper triangular matrix, and we can choose any, for example, to check the upper triangular matrix, I choose an example like this. But remember, for example, 1, 2, 3, 0, 4, 5, 0, 0, 6. Here is proper pattern here. For upper triangular matrix, remember one thing. Here you can notice that you have a triangular shape, right? In matrices, here is principal diagonal. Below the principal diagonal, there must be the entry 0, and above the principal diagonal, your entries is always non-zero, right? I choose first example, then I'm going to write some conditions. For example, for upper triangular mat, one condition for upper triangular angular matrix, for upper triangular matrix, all entries above the principal diagonal are non-zero, and below diagonals are must be zero. So it is a very important condition for upper triangular matrix. Principal below the principal diagonal, your entries must be zero, right? So must be important that above the diagonal must be your non-zero entries. Now I move forward. The next definition. What is the upper lower triangular matrix? For understanding the lower triangular matrix, first I will choose a suitable example for your understanding. Lower triangular matrix. Understanding this definition, or suppose each example like this way. For example, you have 1 0 0, 2 5 0, 6 5 1. You can notice that here is triangular. Below the diagonal you have non-zero element, and above the diagonal, principal diagonal, you have zero entries. So first condition, below the diagonals entries, all entries are non-zero. And number two condition, above the diagonal, principal diagonal, all entries are zero. I'm gonna to repeat first and more. For upper triangle matrix, remember conditions, below the diagonal entries are zero, and above the diagonal the entries are non-zero. Similar case with lower diagonal matrix. Remember one thing, your lower mean less, down, and upper means zero. Above the diagonal your entries are zero. This is the minor difference between two upper and triangular matrices. So I'm going to stop here my lecture. You have any query, any question, I will discuss you in next lecture. So take care. Till next video. Bye bye.